welcome back to the Santa Fe Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Today we've got a great guest talking about the 40 Under 40 Business Leaders Awards. This year is going to mark our third year of hosting the 40 Under 40 Business Leaders Awards, and we will have it on September 14th at the Santa Fe Convention Center. The deadline for nominations is July 5th at 5 o'clock. You can see the nominations on our Santa Fe Hispanic Chamber website. Just Google it and it'll lead you right there. It's right on the top caption of 40 Under 40 for the 2024 year. Click on it. We'll ask for a nomination letter, a resume, and to fill out the application. Those three easy things. We had over 75 nominees last year. Obviously, we picked the top 40, and we will announce the top 40 under 40 for this year on July 15th. So get your nominations in, nominate as many people as you like, and get after it. This is for Santa Fe and northern New Mexico. If you live and work in any of these areas, in Espanola, Los Alamos, Santa Fe, surrounding areas, you're our people. And then obviously got to be under the age of 40, and you do not have to be Hispanic. So this is open to the entire community. So we've had Henry at both of our events, I want to say, right?
That's right.
You're at both of them. So Henry, thank you so much for jumping on today. Be great guest talking about the 40 under 40.
Well, hey, brother David, thanks for having me. You and I have been talking about get together on here on the pod for a while, so I'm glad to be here, man. And it's fitting that you and I are on the live stream tonight because you and I met the first time on a live stream. I don't even know if you remember. You were doing this was a couple of years ago when you were doing candidate debates for, I think it was either the mayoral or the city council. And I reached out to you in the middle of the day because I think I heard about it the same day. Reached out to you, and you and I talked by live stream, and we shared that live stream to a bigger audience. And I was saying to myself, man, who is this dude, right? Because there you are, just running the show with all the candidates and all that good stuff, man. And then I think you and I started to connect more after that, and you told me about the 40 under 40. And man, I'm looking for the 51 under 51 these days. So yeah, but
Henry, you
yeah.
look under 40 though, for
Well, thank
sure.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're just gonna keep that up. We're just gonna keep that up, my friend.
yeah,
Yeah.
and this is a compliment. Your mind is also under 40 as well. Like you're hip to the times, and we'll touch on that, with your business here in a bit. But
Cool.
that's a huge compliment to you, is that you look under 40 and you think under 40. So
Man, I appreciate
congratulations.
it because everybody else says that I think like I'm under 12. So,
Well,
that's
that
good
is under
stuff.
40.
It sure is. It qualifies, man. Speaking of people who qualify, are you still in that under 40 range?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't qualify for the 40 to 40 because uh
Uh-huh.
I'm executive director of the chamber.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure that's in the rules, man. I'm not sure that's actually in the rules. But either way, but man, the 40 under 40 has been great. And when you first told me about it, I was working for the Santa Fe New Mexican as the marketing and digital director, and man, I was really excited to hear about that because I think it's really important to represent that image of brown excellence, right?
mhm.
Um, it's a wonderful way to recognize people who are doing great work in the community. And even more so, I think it's critical that efforts like what you've done, what the chamber has done, is just so important for the kids. When we don't tell those stories about the excellence in our communities, about the way that people, strive to be better, the narrative that so often the young people around us get is, you know, the success of the world just wasn't built for me. And as an entrepreneur yourself, you're a leader in the community. The work you do with the chamber, the folks on your board who do all their good work, folks like Marco Zubia, and so many of the different folks that you've had as honorees in the past few years. Those legacies come together and they weave a tapestry that tells our young people in the community, this is for you too. And I think that's one of those really important things that we've got to do in the community. And I'm glad that you and the chamber stepped up to that task and got that going. And now year 3, I just imagine. Let me see. Let me turn those like that, because I think that looked like 2, you know. And with my big sausage fingers there, and I just think it's great that you're in year 3. Year 1 was great. It was a nice launch to it. Year 2, well, you took it next level. You all had a you had a great turnout. The enthusiasm of the folks, everybody dressed up, guys looking slick and cool, ladies looking awesome, lots of great hair. That's what people got to know. That if you want to see great hair in Santa Fe, you go to the 40 under 40, and everybody's got that good Hispanic hair going on, and that's just a beautiful thing, man. So thank you for pulling that together as well.
No,
Yeah.
no, you're very welcome. And talk about like the energy in the room. I mean, you kind of touched on it, but you were one of our speakers, definitely the first year, or maybe both.
Yeah, both years. I appreciate you having me
Yeah,
to give comments both times, but getting up on that stage and looking out there, seeing all these folks doing amazing things for their community, for their businesses, for the family, that's the word that keeps coming back to me, is family,
yeah,
right? Because it had that feeling of even folks you didn't know, there was a looseness
yeah,
and a vibe of energy in that room that people could resonate on, um, and feel good about talking about what they're doing for the community and for their families. So it's just amazing to see all those big grins and smiles, people
yeah,
telling stories, folks who don't know each other getting to know one another, hearing the stories of the honorees and what they're doing and how they're approaching their work and their life. I mean, that's just inspiring. And so you feel that energy. There's so much that gets to come out where folks are feeling good with one another. Again, it's people who've known each other for a long time reconnecting, and folks who don't necessarily know each other feeling like they're at almost like a family reunion, where you get to meet people that you find out that you're close with. Of course, you don't want to, make a move on someone and find out that's your cousin. You don't want to do that. That's a little
yeah,
too much family right there. But it's just a really good, uh, solid night of representation, people feeling good, having a good time, music, all that good stuff that you had going on in there. Good food, the whole deal. It's all the things you want: good people, good food, good music, and just a great night at a perfect time of year where the tourists have gone home. It's everybody who's living locally just feeling good and congratulating one another, building those bonds, building those um, networking opportunities, all of that going on. So thank you for that. Yeah.
yeah. Beautifully said. And let's plug your business now that you moved from the Santa Fe, New Mexican. Tell us a little bit about your business as well and what you have to offer.
Sure. A few months ago in February, after 20 years there at the New Mexican, I moved on and started my own business, Lopez Integrated Technologies. And what we're doing is providing marketing support for small and medium sized businesses, and through a whole different constellations of services, from website design, um, CMO services, print, graphic support, all of those kind of things. And in these first few months, it's been great to get a lot of support from folks who I've connected with in the past, building up new relationships with folks all around northern New Mexico, and really trying some new stuff. Dealing with the AI technology, trying to really bring home for folks um, the idea of integrating digital technologies into their businesses, whether that's on an operational level or an advertising promotional level. Um, I've got some great folks that I work with through this business who help me deliver just really good outsized services for small and medium sized businesses. Yeah. Thanks for asking about that.
Had to unmute myself. I have a barking puppy as always over here. Uh, tell
Yeah, I
tell
love the cats out of the room, man. Because every
That's
time
it.
they hear a new voice on the Zoom or whatever, man, they're up in here walking around back and forth, putting their booty in front of the camera, all that kind of thing. Can't have that. Can't have that. It's a family show, man.
T-
Yeah.
Tell me who your segment of your target is. Your perfect customer. What size of
Yeah.
business? That type of thing.
Yeah. Really what we like to work with is folks who are in that area of, 50 or fewer employees with local and regional reach who are just really trying to figure out what it is they need to do to be promotionally and marketing successful, who know they have needs, but might not have the time to do it themselves, who may not be able to afford a full-time marketing officer. So that's what I do, is put together your plan, come in and become your marketing department as a bolt-on. So that's what we're doing here, and we try and take you from that initial consultation where we're discovering what your needs are to making sure that we're matching those needs with strategies and tactics that actually work, and try and get outside the box of what we've traditionally done, and try and be a little adventurous, whether that's developing a podcast for you, whether it's working with a video and trafficking TV commercials via the internet, whatever it might be. We're really looking about how we help you build that trust, that audience, and through that build the business and build the client base. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Henry, so much for everything you do in the community. You work with the Santa Fe New Mexican, and now on the business side, on helping small businesses grow. I mean, that's one thing that I harp on all the time, is seeing how we can get, especially like on our South Side community, our Hispanic community, Mexican American communities. How do we get, that small restaurant or that small food truck to not only sell to people on Airport Road or in Santa Fe, but how do we get that store to sell in Wisconsin or California? And they hire you and they say, how do we get to California? And now we're starting to sell X, Y, and Z products to California. So it's businesses like
Absolutely.
yours that we're able to now scale, right? Opposed to just say, hey, we have a fixed product, we're just selling to Santa Fe, but now we can scale our product, and that's huge.
That's
That
right.
that's how you make money, is when you start to scale your products, economies of scale. So your service is greatly needed, especially on the south side and all of Santa Fe. So thank you so much
Yeah.
for that.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate that. If anybody wants to reach out for a free consult, you can reach out to me at 505-231-0566, or shoot an email to me, Henry at LopezIntegratedTech.com. And we'll get together, talk about how we use that new technologies that are out there to really make yourself look bigger than you are,
Hmm.
because that's the beauty of that technology, is that it lets that 3, 4, 5 person organization scale up a lot bigger
Yep.
than you used to be able to do, right?
Yeah. Yep. Great. Henry, thank you so much. And again, for our listeners who are interested in the 40 under 40, our dinner is September 14th. That's when we'll have our presentation and dinner, September 14th at the Santa Fe Convention Center. The deadline for the completed nominations is July 5th at 5 o'clock. So make sure you visit our Santa Fe Hispanic Chamber website, and we will announce everyone July 15th. So we're heavy on nominations at this point. So Henry, make sure you nominate a couple people as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at one of my nominees right in front of me right now.
Yeah, no, don't qualify. Yeah, don't qualify. But yeah, but seriously, nominate a couple people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because again, this is all grassroots community vibes. Definitely will have your business out any way you can, and definitely have you there again too on September
Look forward
14th.
to it.
So great. Thank you so much, Henry. We'll have you on again. And thanks for everything you do for the community.
Thanks a lot, Brother David, and thank you for everything you do for the community.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks, Henry.